The date is currently March 31st, 2020. My name is Matthew Scruggs. I'm 27 years old, a local to St. Petersburg, Florida, and right now is one of the weirdest fucking times of my life. I'm an aspiring lyricist. I've always been moved by music. Growing up, my mother, before she died, let me watch as many music videos as I wanted involving Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, even the Spice Girls movie. I could almost quote it, front to back, when I was 5 years old. But now, I'm at my grandmother's house during the Covid-19 virus threat. I just got checkers during the hours that they were allowed to be open and serve me, painting the walls of the room that my uncle just died in not 3 weeks ago. Sounds like a movie, even the start to a good book. But as fucked up as it is, this is my life. This is what's happening right now. It wasn't always like this. I remember growing up, I was innocent. I didn't know any better. My mother had taken me away from my father for reasons I would learn about later. We grew up in a stone house in a small town, Doniphan, Missouri. I'm not surprised you haven't heard of it. It was just me, my brother, my mom, and the 3 cats she got for us. Play out in the woods, get lost. Well, she was upstairs doing college work, or taking too many pills. I didn't judge her for it at the time, partially because I didn't know any better, and partially, I was a mama's boy. I didn't care what she did. Whatever she did was gospel to me. My brother ended up not feeling so much the same way. He's married now, hoping for a second child, while I'm here, cleaning up after the dead. As we grew up freely, I was wondrous. I always thought about magic. I looked for dragons and sawdust piles. Wandered the woods, seeing things that perhaps weren't even there. Not much changed as I got older. In fact, it got worse. I started putting more faith in magic and other forms of energy, rather than trying to make any fucking sense of the life that was handed to me. Jobs no one cared about, taxes no one wanted to pay. None of it made any fucking sense. So I figured, I'm just gonna be me. That's all I can do. That's all I wanted to do. It drove me away from my family over and over again. Somehow, I always found my way back to them, reconnected, explained what had happened, let them know. But now, here I am, 2020, COVID virus. It's recommended now that we stay inside, isolate ourselves, no excess human contact. Part of me only wanted a hug, sex, drugs I couldn't get a hold of. The other part of me was super fucking stoked to have to medically and legally have to be alone. This is where I could be myself, drink too much vodka, listen to too many songs, find more of me, to dig in, to pull it out, to write it down, to sing about it, dance about it, cry about it. What did I know? The answer was nothing. All I felt were in fact feelings. So many people around me, growing up, going from Missouri, finding out I was in fact from Florida, brief periods in North Carolina, visits to Tennessee, the usual semi-traveled artistic type. Didn't know any better, other than to feel, to see the experience in front of me. Think about it. Let it course through my body. Write about it if it felt important enough. We all have stories. It was one thing I had to learn. But what was happening now felt too much like a movie.